We didn't leave Italy because we were unhappy. We lived there for 8 months and we loved it. But sometimes life just pushes you forward whether you're ready or not. It was only 3 weeks before my visa expired. We didn't have everything figured out, not even close. But we knew we couldn't just wait for the perfect moment. And that's how we found ourselves starting over again here in Malaga, Spain.
Moving to Italy was a dream we fought to make real. For me, it meant getting a student visa, going all in on the language. For Agos, it was the final stretch of what ended up being more than 2 years of paperwork and bureaucracy in 3 different countries to become an Italian citizen. We found a quiet apartment in Alessandria. We shopped at the local markets, rode trains around the north. We went to Carnevale in Venice. We ate pesto in Genova. We rode the ferries around Lake Como. We spent our first Christmas abroad. And family visited us a few times.
We really tried to stay in Italy. We looked for apartments, we researched residency options, we considered doing the family reunification process in Italy, but it wasn't so easy, it seemed. At the same time, Agostina was looking at master's programs. The ones that she found in Italy in her major required a B2 in Italian and a B2 in French. That seemed like it was going to be a little bit out of reach for us within this academic year, at least, if we were going to make it happen. This is where Spain really came into the conversation, because she found a program that had her major, and it was in her native language. It was affordable. She hadn't applied yet, so we didn't even know whether she was going to get in at this point. But the clock was ticking. We had to make a decision. In the end, it made sense for us to come here. So we booked the tickets. That's something that I've definitely learned in doing this whole traveling, kind of digital nomad type of a thing. If you wait for certainty, you're just gonna wait forever. You just gotta get out there and do it. We'd been here years ago when we first started this traveling thing. We loved it when we were here. And for me, now I'm switching gears back from Italian into Spanish, which is easier said than done. I don't know, I guess that's ironic because it's not so easily said. I mean, I barely have English figured out, but it's time for me to really focus on Spanish, considering that my wife's family is Argentinian. I worked for a moving company for years, and I know that moving is one of the most stressful things that a person goes through in their lifetime. We leave in exactly 1 week to go to Spain. So I've got all this Italian school books I have to clear out. My desk. We had some good times together, a lot of hours of friendship. Our landlord decided to renovate our apartment bathroom the last week that we were there, and I don't think it was legal. Regardless, the entire house was covered in dust. We had no shower for days. And then at the end, she had the audacity to try to take money from our deposit for a cleaning fee to clean up her construction mess. Anyway, this gets me fired up just thinking about it, but made that last week very challenging. Bye, house. The final closing of the door. Got your phone?
Yes, I got my phone.
That's a lot of times just what transitions are like, you know? Shit's gonna happen. Another point is that it's gonna cost way more than you think it's gonna cost. Our first flight that we've ever missed together, we missed on our way here to Malaga. We had already paid for our luggage and everything. I would say add at least 25% to 30% to whatever you think anything is gonna cost. You gotta build a buffer in for yourself because it's really difficult to judge, and there's so many hidden costs of moving in general, but definitely moving to another country. We got on another one the next day. Didn't mess us up too much, but we got an Airbnb for a month while we figured out, okay, where are we actually going to live somewhat long term? Then we found this apartment, but we paid a broker to find us an apartment. We paid fees to the real estate agency who manages the place, and we paid our full rent in advance because we didn't have Spanish job contracts.
On our way to sign the contract for an apartment in the city. Just very excited. A little nervous, but
Yeah, a lot of money. All at once.
And we couldn't even legally work in Spain anyway because we didn't have our residency paperwork. We had to transfer all our money into euros, so we paid international transfer fees. It's a whole ordeal. Do your research. I highly recommend a channel called Spain Revealed. The guy's name's James. He runs a masterclass for moving to Spain. We didn't take it, but he gives out a lot of really good free information, so go check that out after this video, or watch a couple of my other videos first and then check it out. Definitely hit the subscribe button and and the like, because that helps this with the algorithm and all that, you know. And it's not just money that you pay in energy and time and sanity. Every form, every office visit that takes hours, there's a lot of dead ends. You know, moving forward has a price. It doesn't come for free, whether it's monetarily or with your time and energy. Starting over doesn't really mean starting again from zero. Italy gave us so much. So many incredible experiences that we had. It was unbelievable. Now I'm here in Spain and I'm feeling like, okay, this is gonna be like that experience. I'm gonna do it again here, and how exciting is that? When you leave the country that you're from, or from one country to the next, those experiences don't just vanish. You bring those along with you. You bring those skills along with you. You collect pieces of each place and you carry them with you into the next one. Some of those skills that I learned, like learning Italian and making videos about living in Italy, have attracted the attention of people who are interested in working together. Doors that have opened because of the effort, the time, and the energy that we've put into making this a priority. Something that we wanted to do with our life, to be able to spend it where we want, in the way that we want, making things that we want to make. Italy changed us. And we brought that with us to Spain. And now Spain will change us again. It's the real gift of living abroad.
Starting over always feels like a contradiction. It's exciting and liberating, and a little sad saying goodbye to a place that felt like home. But this is what we signed up for. I never just wanted to travel, I wanted to live abroad, immerse in another culture, learn how other people think and live. The world, our differences and similarities, it's endlessly fascinating to me. Agustina starts her master's in a few weeks. My job this year is continuing to experiment, to push towards financial stability, location independence, and creative freedom. That means putting myself out there, trying new things, taking risks, building piece by piece without knowing exactly where it'll lead. And my hope is that by documenting all of this process, it can help other people who are interested in doing something similar. Of course, nothing's easy, but the hard things are usually the ones worth doing. We left Italy because the next chapter asked us to grow again, to take another risk. If you're thinking about doing the same, moving abroad, changing your life, starting something new, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to give it a shot. So here we are, giving it our best shot, and I would be honored if you came along for the ride.
Moving to Spain in 1 week. A week and a day.
Now on to learn what language, baby?
Spanish.
Ole. Ole.